Welcome, and thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is Journeys in the Stolen Lands. We've just been taking care of some kind of side areas. We were here at, what was this place called? I can't remember now. Empty Skull Rock. Yeah, we did that, and before that we were at Wolf Lair. We had some areas that kind of popped up on the map as we've been traveling around, so we're taking some time to check those out. I think next we're going to head to Secluded Lodge. I thought that this was related to a quest, so I kind of looked it up, which jogged my memory of what it is, and I think it does eventually involve a quest, but I think we're okay making a visit here right now. And actually, might be good since we don't have any camping rations with us. I think we can actually rest here safely. Yeah, okay, I remember this place now. We can visit with the innkeeper here, Dumra. Sturdy, dour-faced dwarf stands before you, hands on her hips. Despite the wrinkles on her face, she looks more than capable of handling herself. She eyes you up and down. First time here, is it? House rules are simple. Don't trouble the other guests, clean up your own mess, and don't cross me or the sky'll be your roof. Name's Dumra, but don't call me if you need anything. Guests attend to themselves. What is this place? Can't you see for yourself? Dumra grumbles. A place where people can rest after the hunt, enjoy a tankard or two, and fill their gullet. The nearest tavern is far, you know. How long have you been living here? Dumra squints at you, searching your features. Many years now. I know the whole neighborhood, flatlands, and the swamps. This place is rather secluded for a traveler's inn. This is not an inn. Dumra looks around the room. It's my home. I hunt for a living and let other fellow hunters spend a night here, if they find themselves too far from a tract. What is the main hunter's prey in these parts? On the flatlands, they go for fox and deer, birds in the swamp. There's always a chance of running into something more dangerous, of course. I'd like to see your wares. We got some rations. We might as well pick some of those up, since we don't have but 2 at the moment. And sure, why not buy some ingredients? And I will even take this Torag pendant. Alright, deal. We actually probably have some things to sell. Yeah, we have a lot of things to sell. Okay, we actually had a lot of stuff to sell. I didn't realize how much I was carrying around, I guess. I did want to look. We have a dagger that we picked up at the bridge over Gudrun, and I thought we'll just throw that on someone. If nothing more than for the role-playing aspect of it. Alora's not going to be using a dagger very often, but we'll give her an improvement there. And let's sell that one that we dropped. Still carrying Jathel's dagger. I need to probably put that in my stash or give that to her. Okay. Now, we would like to spend the night here. We'll pay. Alright, yeah, we're recovered. Alright, so yeah, I know eventually we come back here as part of a quest. But I think for now, we're done here. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is kind of head back to Tuskdale. But we're going to go by way of Gnarlkeep, our settlement here in the South Gnarl Marches. We have not visited there yet, so we're going to make a stop there. We got Trader there and Shania up there. I think I actually botched the quest with one of our artisans at the other settlement. He came to visit, and I responded to him about his issue in a way that I thought was just kind of being a jerk, but I think it actually like ended his quest to build his building. Buy these ingredients, which reminds me, I think I have a recipe I need to learn. Yeah, Hunter's Roast. I believe that's the one. We got some things to drop off at Storyteller too. Okay. Let's go up here. We saw that person. Here we go. Shania. A young woman catches your eye. She looks like she has come from far away. She approaches with a dancing gait and addresses you, speaking in an unfamiliar drawl. May the perfect human protect you. I am happy to meet you, O worthy one. My name is Shania, but you may simply call me the Tulip, as all the best of my friends do. Ever since the sun rose today, I've had a feeling that I shall take part in a grand encounter, one that shall change our fates forever, and lo, it is so. Praised be the perfect human for this gift he has bestowed upon these eyes that see the future. And so we meet. What next? You, O worthy one, can help me find my calling. I am beset by doubt. What if, by choosing the path of a master smith, I am making a terrible mistake? After all, I, Shania the Tulip, have seen many wonders, the likes of which your humble realm has never heard of. And I wish to recount them, but alas, I cannot write in your language. For this reason I require a writer and a worthy one. I have witnessed Master Chokek cover emptiness in tattoos, and a human grew out of them, for these patterns were so intricate and deep that the ink became more important than the flesh. Trust me, for I have woven the tale of these events myself. Perhaps I have been destined to become the muse of a great writer. If, a worthy one, you find a suitable scribe for me, I shall pay you back handsomely with my wisdom and advice. Who are you? I'm a traveler from the impossible kingdoms of Vudra. I was led here by the will of the gods, by my love of amazing adventures, and by the promise of inescapable retribution uttered by my former husband, who has since become a revered sage and a dead man. I never doubted that my path would bring me to a most worthy ruler, one who would help me, and now you stand before me. Okay. Go, O worthy one, our paths shall cross again, for that is the will of the gods. Okay. We need to find a writer for her. Do we have to bring, like, Lindsay or Jubilost here to her? Okay, well, I guess we'll have to see about that. Maybe we'll have an event or a project or something we can do. Otherwise, we'll need to bring someone with us to talk to her, I guess. Okay, so that's probably it here. Nothing else that shows up on the map, so I think we're safe to make our exit up here. Maybe I should go make a visit to our settlement up north. I think that's where Trade Guard, that's where Dragon was from. And I think I just botched that, but maybe we can go talk to him and regain that quest. I'm gonna head up there and just see what we find. Okay, we made it up here to Trade Guard. There's no flag on the map for the artisan. I think we just totally screwed that up. We're gonna rest here. I guess I need to be careful. I think that's a perfect instance or example of trying to play as a lawful evil character and it really biting us in the rear. See if there's still anybody hanging around here, but I think we lost that opportunity. I guess if anyone knows if there's a way to gain that back besides like going clear back to save before then. Got a priest here. We probably actually do need some of these. We left without any healing scrolls on us. I know these would be a little bit cheaper from Jhod, I think, but we've got pretty good amount of funds here at the moment. Okay, what about restoration? We got one scroll. Buy a few of those. Books we want. Okay. Alright. Well, let's see what's in this house. Nothing. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer that I think I just totally ruined that opportunity. I guess we need to be careful that Kane doesn't piss anybody else off. Except that this would actually be, Trade Guard would be Balkan's domain. Like, isn't that where we build Balkan's laboratory? I don't know. Maybe we'll come out okay with that. I don't know. I just know when I talked to that dwarf, I made him mad and he left. And we didn't have any further quest or anything related to that. I'm pretty sure before he became one of our artisans. Okay, Jhod's here to talk. I bear bad news, Your Grace. A number of foul idols have been seen around your new capital. They don't belong to any god known to me, and strange loners seem drawn to them, which only gives me greater concern. I suggest we tear them down and be done with it. Who knows what evil still lingers in the stolen lands from the old times. In any case, they certainly don't belong here. Okay, we get some divine, or we get some community and loyalty. Alright, we'll go with your gut, Jhod. Grind these strange idols to dust. I have no wish to see strange shrines in the area. Very well, I shall ensure that nothing remains of them. Rest assured. Okay, does that mean now we can rank up divine too? Okay, I think we probably have some stuff to do here now in the kingdom events. Triumph with the mysterious cult. Yielding to reason, the locals handed over the cult leader into the custody of the regent. Without its head, the sect is doomed to die out. Very well. And success. Okay, that was Jhod just now. Oh yeah, we upgraded our capital to a town. Okay, we've got a couple new things here. Let me take a look at those. Okay, we've got a couple of opportunities we're going to put people on. Tristian here on this celebrity visit. A famous Mavani bard passing through the region of the barony. Such a chance should not be missed. We'll start that up. And then blank spots. The court cartographer reports that some of the barony's maps appear to be outdated. Which of your advisors could help the scholar update them? Canera is going to do that. And then we have... We're going to start this project to give +1 to the regent resolving problems. 50 BP for that, which is going to leave us with 0, so we can't do much else here. And then we're going to rank up our divine here with Jhod. So that'll take us 14 days, which is going to finish some of those other things that are in process. Okay, divine reached rank 2. Triumph with the monster sightings. Good. Success with the celebrity visit. Nice. Finished that project, so we get +1 there. And then we had a bunch of new events pop up, so let me look at those. Okay, we have several people that want to talk to us in the throne room, so we'll go do that. But we are going to start up. We got more monster sightings, so Ragongar's going to keep working on that. And we have an opportunity, a magician visiting. We're going to see if we can get him on our side with Tristian. And then we've got troublemakers spurring people to rebel against the ruler. Grumblings of popular discontent can be heard in the capital. Advisors should either answer to the rabble-rousers or nip the rebellion in the bud. Lander is on that. Now we need to go to the throne room and visit with some of our people. Lander, if we don't do something about this epidemic, and soon, you'll have only hydras and wyverns to rule over. The more folks get eaten, the more other folks panic, and the more they're tempted to flee to our neighbors. We do have good news, too. I managed to gather some information that I hope will help you eliminate the threat before it's too late. Shortly after the epidemic started, goblins began appearing everywhere. The locals report that these goblins have been celebrating and shouting something about the day of glory for Lamashtu, when all humans would be eaten by monsters and only goblins would remain. Sounds disturbing, does it not? Lamashtu, what do we know about her? She's called the Mother of Monsters. Her symbol is the three-eyed jackal head. She's an ancient and extremely evil goddess who spreads nightmares, insanity, and, perhaps of most interest to us, monsters. Her worshippers are mostly of the more monstrous races, like goblins, lamias, and gnolls. That said, there's no short supply of secret followers and cults among more civilized peoples too, including the people of the River Kingdoms. The goblins are behind this disaster then? Behind it? Doubtful. Benefiting from it? Quite likely. I'd surmise that the true cause of this disaster is either human cultists of Lamashtu or, even worse, some supernatural creature related to her. In any case, the goblins likely know enough to provide some clue. So we need to find a goblin leader and press them for information. Any idea where to begin the search? Yes, you were wise to prevent widespread panic by keeping the epidemic secret. Due to that, my agents caught several goblins and learned the location of their village. I'll mark it on your map. Okay, this is where we find Knock Knock, isn't it? You're welcome. Be sure to make those goblins talk, though, or you may risk both your crown and your head. And Jhod. Jhod's eyes are bloodshot, and his posture is slack. The wrinkles on his face have deepened, and his sparse hair has gone gray. It's a disaster, Your Grace. We have an epidemic developing in the country. The afflicted first get a fever, then a bloody cough, then several hours later, the cleric shakes his head and grimaces, and that's just half the trouble. Afterward, the bodies of the afflicted become like some kind of cocoon and monsters hatch out of them. People keep dying, and we haven't the slightest clue what's causing it or how to deal with it. Tristian and I established a field hospital in the building of the former prison. Don't look at me like that. There were no better places to choose from. Frankly, we were lucky to find this one. To cut a long story short, we have a female patient who's volunteered for vivisection. It means cutting into her living body to look for the source of the disease. After the surgery, errors still forgive us. We'll be lucky if we can close her up and let her go alive and well. However, we don't want to do it without your presence, Your Grace, so please try to find some time to attend. There's one more thing. Keston, that dunce, sent a message. He rambles from place to place. These letters are all we ever receive. Well, just read it. I guess it's urgent. Okay. Keston's letter. Vivisection. What exactly are we going to do? What? We're going to find the source of the disease, that's what. Once the monster emerges, the body of the afflicted is torn to pieces, making it impossible to learn anything from the remains. But we found one brave woman who gave us permission to cut her open. The straits are dire. We don't know exactly what we're looking for, and the vivisection is extremely dangerous for the patient. But we're left with no other choice. What do we know about this disease? Not much, just primary symptoms, actually. We're not even sure if it's a disease, a curse, or some magic parasite. Perhaps with your help, we'll manage to learn more. Any progress curing the disease? How should I put it? We've got none. We haven't been able to save a single patient yet. We're like blind kittens bumping against a wall, and we have nothing to show for it. Oh yeah, okay, we happen to have a master vivisectionist available. Send for Bartholomew Delgado. Jhod frowns at the wizard's name, but then nods. Fine, you're right. He's certainly peculiar, but none can deny his knowledge. He may be able to help us. Okay. I see. Let's go. Can I save it here? Because I think things get hairy down here. I can't. Okay. This is our hospital. Jhod shows you around the bleak, comfortless building with its barred cells. The prison is certainly not the best location nor the healthiest, but it's better than nothing. Also, it might be cruel to say this, but considering the nature of the malady, it would be safer for everyone if the patients were kept behind the bars until they are healed. Where are all the prison inmates? There were not but a few pickpockets locked away here. We put them to work cleaning the place up, then set them free. There's one still here, though. He wasn't some petty thief, but a seasoned highwayman. What have you already tried? Standard spells to heal the disease, remove poison, and lift curses. All ineffective. Attempting to dispel the magic is also fruitless. I fear we may be dealing with a curse of strength enough to surpass our own faith. Tristian, it isn't a matter of faith. I don't think it's a disease, let alone some powerful curse. I suspect it's some sort of parasite, hiding itself within the body. Nonsense. We've detected magic suffusing each patient's body, evenly distributed. If it was some sort of parasite, it would be a simple matter to detect. Then it's able to disguise itself. Maybe it's poisoning their blood with its magic. By the sun, we return to this argument over and over. It's been days. Let's stop talking and try doing something already. Okay, who's our patient? Her name is Madla Stasek, a peasant woman from a nearby village. We hadn't seen any prior cases of the disease there. I pray for that brave woman. She's the first one to mount the courage necessary to volunteer for the surgery. We cannot let her down. Where will the surgery take place? Well, that room was previously a torture chamber. There was already a suitable table. A shame. I could make use of a torture chamber. The cleric frowns but remains silent. Okay, give me a minute to look around. If you must, but please don't take too long. Okay. I'm gonna save it right here. And we'll go
I can see my
watch this. Surgery. Here's Madla. Noticing you, the patient, a ruddy-faced, middle-aged peasant woman, blinks her eyes. Imagine that, His Grace himself paying me a visit. Good health to you. I'm Madla Stasek from Sedgedale. So, you think these priests of yours can really heal me? With Aristotle's help, they could, I bet. Just look how brainy they seem, the two of them. How are you feeling? I got a fever, cough too, and I can't eat. I feel like puking all the time. I've been through worse though, born 6 kids and survived, but still this scares me breathless. Each tingle in my body gets me to shaking, and I think to myself, that's it, it started, now I'll be ripped to shreds. Tell me about yourself. Sometimes, like, that's kind of an odd thing to ask here, I don't know. Nothing to tell, really. We're simple people with simple lives. Spent all mine in Sedgedale. It's by Gudrun River, past Silverstep Lake. I guess he wants to get to know her before she potentially blows up. Raised my children there, then grandchildren. Never seen monsters worse than goblins then. But now, owlbears and hydras everywhere. I prayed to the gods to spare our village, but no, this blight fell right upon my own head. Why'd you volunteer for this surgery? I'm scared like a hare, truth be told, but this is no mere cold. Can't just hope it'll pass on its own. At least this way I got some hope, right? And then, well, the doctors will figure it out. What to do about the plague? I'm no hero, not me, but sometimes you gotta think about others too. If they end up butchering me, at least maybe they can figure out how to save someone else. If I gotta die, let it be for a good cause, right? Okay, get ready. As long as you're nearby, I got nothing to be scared of. Alright, Kane.
There are many roads to success.
Acceptable bedside manner, I guess. Bartholomew's down here. Okay, good. Alright, Jhod. Let's get this party going. Let's begin. Sarah still be with us. Sarah and Ray, help us. Glancing nervously at the various medical instruments, the brave peasant woman got up on the operating table. Just don't butcher me is all I ask, she muttered in a trembling voice. Meanwhile, the foremost medical experts in the room still couldn't agree on what exactly it was they were trying to do. Stop arguing with me. Coughing up blood is a sure sign the problem is in the lungs. We look there, Jhod insisted. No, it's nausea we should be focusing on. We need to examine the stomach, Tristian objected. Bartholomew, the mad, sadistic wizard, had been summoned here for some reason. He remained silent, checking the patient's pulse. The clerics turned to the Baron in desperation, asking him to resolve their dispute. After careful consideration, he decided... Yeah, we're gonna ask Bartholomew for help. The common manner of dispelling is useless here, I assume, the wizard said pompously. So then, let's try it at a higher level. He took a scroll out of his bag and solemnly cast a spell on the patient. Jhod used magical sight to see if there were any changes in the patient's body. It worked, he exclaimed, excited. The magic is gone from all the organs except the stomach. You were right, my friend. Hurry now, hand me a scalpel. Candlelight reflected off the surgical instruments and potion bottles. As Jhod's scalpel made the first incision on the woman's skin, I could hear her inhale loudly through clenched teeth. I confess I lacked the courage to watch the surgery, even after I turned away. I couldn't help but tremble from hearing the poor woman's screams. The air filled with the acrid scent of medical potions while Tristian mumbled prayers to ease the patient's pain, simultaneously scanning her body with magical sight. All I could do was whisper my own prayers, but the Baron, he didn't lose his courage. He held her down, assisted. Our lower nature is -2. We're not doing that one. Took the patient's hand, whispered something in her ear. That's not Kane. Made the cleric's job easier by killing the patient on the spot. Okay. No. We can do this one. Held the patient in position firmly to prevent her from hurting herself. She desperately struggled to break free, but the Baron's firm hands kept her in place, letting Jhod work with precision. The poor woman's screams and crying were unbearable. I couldn't begin to imagine what she was going through. I'm such a fool, Jhod finally exclaimed. You were right. I'm glad we listened to you. Tristian used a healing spell to close the wound in the woman's stomach, and Jhod showed everyone the strange item he'd extracted. It looked like some kind of seed, a glowing, pulsing, thumb-sized seed. Before anyone could say anything, it flashed in Jhod's fingers. He dropped it on the floor just in time. On the spot where the seed landed, a portal opened and a roaring monster jumped out of it.
The words has passed.
Ferocious owlbear. Okay. Well, I think Kane should do a pretty good job of handling this owlbear. We've also got some support here from
So it comes to this.
a couple clerics and wizard. Bartholomew's got the acid.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Okay, we got it shaken. Go Jhod, bless. I wish one of them would give Kane a little healing.
No fear.
Big whiffs. Taking off 25, 26 of Kane's health every turn. And I don't think we have any potions. So Kane's not going to be able to heal. Oh, we do have one. Okay. Let's drink that. Actually, maybe the potion of blur would be useful here too. Use that. Can't keep getting hit every time. Still hit us. Right, Kane. Finish this. There we go. Jhod wipes. Oh. Jhod wipes the sweat from his brow, not even noticing the blood still on his hands. Aristil and Sarenrae be praised. They were truly on our side this day. It's a miracle. Tristian hands Jhod a clean towel. Jhod pulls himself together and wipes his hands and face. So, what have we learned? We've learned I was a pompous fool, and Tristian was right all along. It's not a disease, but a parasite. Something of a vegetative origin. It resembles a seed. I'm sorry, my friend. I should have wagged my tongue less and listened to you more. Please don't mention it. It was a lucky guess, not worthy of your praise. Are you able to cure others of the disease now? Yes. Now that we know what to do, we can extract the seeds with much less risk to the patients and with much less suffering. What will you do next? There are still many patients here. We'll start work on them immediately, and you, your grace, may want to search for the source of this disease. We still know neither where these seeds come from nor how they get into people's bodies. New patients arrive daily, and how many never find their way to a hospital? Our efforts here are not enough by themselves. We need to find the root of this problem. Okay. Please find the source of those wretched seeds. Okay, we discovered the source of the disease. Strange seeds in people's stomach. Got a mess of an owlbear there. Bartholomew, you played a good part here. Madla's okay now. I don't remember last time if Madla survived this procedure. Whew, barely survived it. It feels like that was kind of thanks to Bartholomew being there. I know he wasn't here last time. Some books down here. Anything else over here? Trap door. But we can't use it. Okay. Let's go back upstairs. And then we're going to have some new places to go. Okay, we're back in the throne room and Tristian wants to talk. There's a look of determination on Tristian's face. I bring bad news from your subjects. Today, one of our citizens stopped me in the street and asked me to tell you something of import. Tristian ponders a while, as if he doesn't dare continue. You see, one of the traders, who today sells imported specialties in the capital, has not always led an honest life. Under the Stag Lord, he helped the bandits sell stolen goods, for a percentage, of course. This scoundrel was far from the fort on the day you struck the decisive blow against the Stag Lord and his band, and today he continues trading in plain view of those who he recently helped rob. I never rush to judgment, but you must at least arrest this merchant to question him and give him a chance to repent. Think of those who see him in the street every day, walking free and unpunished for his crimes. The people appeal to you for justice, Baron. We can get community and BP at the expense of some economy. I think the merchant is Hasuf, isn't it? Prefer to forget about the matter. Well, I don't know. If he is shifty, we might want to do something about it. I don't want to lose our regular supplier. Maybe we can talk to him about it. Okay, Tristian, arrest that shifty merchant immediately. He'll answer for selling stolen goods, even if it happened before my time. I shall order that this merchant be detained. Of course, we will fully investigate all these rumors and get to the truth before we judge him. Okay. Maybe it wasn't Hesef. I remember something involving Hesef. I don't know if it was that or something else. Listen, Ragongar. I'm tired of hearing about bandits and thieves. My job is managing the army, not chasing pickpockets. Hire a warden. Let him drill the guards and make sure your subjects don't make too much trouble. Fine. So why did I come here? Ah, right. I was thinking your soldiers need to sleep somewhere. It's time we build a barracks. I've brought a map. Can you show me where you want it? An unkind smile shows up on Ragongar's face. Of course, I'd build them right on the border. Your neighbors are restless, and we need to show them we're serious. Some troops in their face is serious, all right. Okay. Border training camps, or training camps near the capital. If that's what you want, we'll put them at the border. Ragongar. Great. Ragongar rubs his hands together impatiently. Okay, so we're gonna have some new projects now. Really gonna wish we had more BP here, I think. Unlock all 10 posts. Okay. So, does that mean we can unlock the warden now? Sounds like we have some work to do here. Okay, we met with people. Alright, so we got those things all going. Yeah, we got new projects here, so we can rank up. These people are probably all busy, aren't they? Can't rank them up right now. What about here? So the training camps that we're going to need Regongar and BP for that. Love of the people. Cost of buildings with a static loyalty bonus. Alchemist Lab, Bard College, City Hall, Everflowing Spring, Garden, Herbalist, Magic Shop, Monument Park, Sword Lords Academy, reduced by 10%. Restoration of the fortress. I think everybody is busy. But we do have the option to add a new advisor. It's this one. +1 morale bonus to attack and damage rolls of fighting within claimed regions. That will be good to get when we can as well. Okay, yeah, we can add the warden. Ekundayo or Alvar. We should give Ekun something to do. I'm surprised, like, why can't I wish Amiri could be our warden. Because maybe that wouldn't. She's a barbarian, I guess. Maybe keeping the peace is not her forte. Ekun. Okay. So we've got. I guess that's just our first of the like secondary advisors. Still have 4 more of those to add. Okay, we do have enough BP to start up this research project. So we're going to put Jhod on this for 60 days. Get that going. Oh, and now that we have Ekun here, we can put him on this refugee problem. People are trying to leave because of the monsters. 80% on that too. Good. All right. Start that up. And that does it here for now. Okay, we took a minute to rest, so Kane's ready to go again. Next time, we can either go to the Goblin Village or look for Keston. We need to read his note. Maybe we'll do that first. That's kingdom stuff. Okay. Yeah, so we're getting further into this Season of Bloom quest. At some point, we'll have to go back to the Tenebrous Depths. We've leveled up maybe just once since then, so I don't know if we're ready to... The second level we got to was like way harder than the first, but we might have to try that again pretty soon. But we need to keep working on the monster problem. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And hope to see you again here in the Stolen Lands. Bye-bye.